Japan has a problem with loneliness. Almost 70% of unmarried men and 60% of unmarried women aged 18 to 34 are not in any form of relationship with the opposite sex. This relationship crisis.
So there's a huge gender imbalance in China right now. According to the statistics, there is more Chinese males than females in the population, and this is a growing problem because the gap is widening, right? The Chinese central government does not resolve this problem quickly, efficiently, and peacefully. This might lead to social instability and social chaos in China that can't find a female partner because there's just simply no females available, because the population ratio, the gender ratio is just so skewed and so imbalanced. There's just simply not enough females available.
Overpopulation coincided with loneliness at the same time.
Think about that. We're thrust further and further closer together, and
we don't know each other.
And we're more and more disconnected and lonely.
Dr. Vivek Murthy tackled a range of public health crises. They included issues like Zika, drug and alcohol addiction, and obesity. But he also shed light on a silent crisis, the rising number of lonely people in America.
Now in a Harvard Business Review article, Murthy writes, loneliness is a growing health epidemic.
So why is loneliness now an epidemic?
Well, we are recognizing that loneliness is a lot more prevalent than we thought it was. But the data is also showing that there are more adults who admit to being lonely now than just 2 decades ago.
Doctor, I think the interesting point you make, too, though, is the connection between loneliness and our health and real health issues that occur as a result of it.
This is one of the reasons that loneliness is getting more attention, because we are learning more and more about the impact on health. It turns out that loneliness is associated with a reduction in your lifespan that is as severe as the reduction in lifespan that you see with smoking, 15 cigarettes a day. It's greater than the impact on mortality of obesity. And part of this is because that loneliness actually places us in a stress. But we also know that technology has had a potential role here. Technology can help or hurt. It's simply a tool. What are their values? What drives people? What are their experiences and insights? People hunger to be known authentically, and far too many people feel invisible right now.
My guest tonight believes that human beings will eventually have emotional attachments to machines. Great. Now I need a restraining order against my 4-slice toaster. Please welcome David Levy. Thank you. All right. Mr. Levy, thank you for joining us. So why would people establish a relationship with a machine?
The most common reason, I think, at the beginning will be that there are millions of people out there in the world who, for one reason or another, can't establish normal relationships with humans. They're lonely, they're miserable, and robots, when they're sophisticated enough, will be an excellent alternative. They're going to act as though they are humans. They're going to simulate humans so well that people will fall in love with them.
This is science fiction, right? This is it's not going to happen.
No, this is not science fiction. It's science fact, and it's very well researched.